Now, you're about to hear one of the great stories on the strength of determination. After a freak accident that left him a quadriplegic, James Gribble was told he'd never walk or play his beloved game of golf again.
Yeah, but despite extraordinary odds, he's done both and is now inspiring others with disabilities to do the same. And our own Simon Reeve brings us this uplifting story.
Seven years ago, James Gribble couldn't have imagined he'd be able to do this.
Sweet.
Perfect. Slice, there's that slice you were talking
left
about.
To right. Perfect.
Yeah, a bit further, but it's that dirty slice still.
Back in 2008, sports-mad James was enjoying the holiday of a lifetime in Africa when he had a freak accident in Zambia.
The day before, I was literally almost bungee jumping off big falls, and the next thing, I fall off a stool onto some sand and break my neck. It's pretty hard to believe when you look back on it, really.
James had been for a run earlier that day in 40-degree heat. At dinner that night, suffering dehydration, he fell backwards off his stool. He was flown by 2 helicopters and a jet to hospital in Johannesburg, where he was given devastating news.
One of my first memories is actually the anaesthetist. I was making a joke on the bed about, riding a bike again and walking and running, and she just looked at me and said, "You'll never walk or ride a bike again."
James had broken his C4 and C5 vertebrae and was a quadriplegic. His aunties Jackie and Judy will never forget the phone call from the hospital.
I personally, actually, when you talk about when the accident originally happened, I find that very upsetting still, obviously.
Really, I have to say, for the first several days after that, it's almost like a blur, because it's something which you don't believe, you don't want to believe.
But James wasn't prepared to accept the diagnosis.
I think you make a decision pretty early on whether you're going to kind of lie there and kind of take what you've been given, or you're going to get on and come up with a strategy to get better. I think that was probably one of the sort of saviours for me. I had a mantra that, there's always someone worse, which there inevitably is, even if you're the guy lying there with no movement. And I think if you have a mantra, that's the start of your plan. And the dark moments, everyone has them, and I just tried to use those to not be a woe's me, but move forward.
And with his family around him, James did just that. He spent months in rehab, long and difficult months, but the results have been astounding. James's fierce focus and determination has not only seen him regain mobility, not thought possible, but he can also walk again.
When I think today, now, with crutches, he can walk short distances, he's hitting tennis balls, he's striking with a golf club. I mean, it's just all absolutely extraordinary.
James's brother Martin says it's all about his attitude.
James has never been bitter, never negative, never says anything negative, always positive and always looking for the brighter side of life.
And James is now trying to bring positivity into the lives of other disabled Australians in the form of golf with the Paragolfer.
Nice putt, nice lag.
Tell us about Empower Golf and what it's meant to you.
The most beautiful thing is that moment where you see that person's life just absolutely change, because he realises that he can not only stand up again, but then swing a golf club. And these are guys who might not be getting out otherwise. They'd be, being at home or not really engaging in community, and now they can go back and do one of the sports they absolutely love, which is amazing.
James started Empower Golf last year. It facilitates golf for less able Australians and runs clinics and coaching workshops across the country. Lee Ferrier severed his spinal cord in a motorbike accident earlier this year and only recently got out of rehab.
Yeah, I've been home for a month now, and just to be out here today and to be able to hit a golf ball and just, be amongst society and do normal things, it's unreal.
Right. We'll get you on there hitting balls for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Hey! Perfect. Shot.
Thank you. Cheers.
Absolute natural. Stop it.
I can't believe it, eh?
What a privilege to watch this.
These moments are life-changing for people like Lee. Erin Brett was diagnosed with a tumour on her spine 11 years ago and has progressively lost the ability to use her legs. Before even hitting her first golf ball, she's thrilled at the prospect of playing sport again.
Be out on the golf course today, sea view, the wind, the green, and to be able to play sport, this is amazing. This is an ideal gift.
And after a few false starts, there is no stopping Erin.
Excellent. Shot. Nice.
I just thought it was over with age and an illness, but it's not over.
James's hope is to have Empower Golf hubs in every golf club in Australia.
And wouldn't it be a wonderful thing to see people who otherwise would be shut off from sport and other aspects of society be able to plug back in and enjoy days like this?
Well, you know, to be there when someone picks up a club, sorry, you know, I'm not a golfer. You know, for the first time in 14 years or 20 years and strikes a ball. I mean, that is life-changing.
What are the life lessons that you have extracted from your experience over the last 7 years?
I think what you learn is that no matter the circumstance you're in, we all have the power to decide. You know, the most inevitable thing in life is change. You know, we all have the power to decide how to adapt and how to evolve. I used to say, you know, if I didn't go into that gym every day thinking I was going to walk again, then I'm pretty sure I wasn't going to walk again. You know, so attitude is everything with these things.
Good on you, James.
Incredible man.
Yeah, really. Empower Golf relies largely on donations to operate. So if you're interested in donating or having a go, all the details are on our website. And James is also doing now motivational speaking, corporate speaking as well. He's got a hell of a story to tell, incredibly articulate.
And a beautiful philosophy.
When you meet him, yeah, he does have a profound impact on you, you know.
Let alone playing golf, you were saying for many of those people, that's the first time they've actually been able to stand up.
Exactly. So to sort of see the world again from out of a wheelchair and to be up, you know, looking at you at eye level is... it's life-changing for them all.
Well, remember James saying on the show last time we was here, you know how the approach to a paraplegia and quadriplegia has just changed so radically in the last 10 years about getting people moving ASAP.
And it shows you what that rehab early can make such a big difference.
Yeah, that's it.